And Jeff Crow's here as well from the ICC.
Heads.
Heads calls Ricky.
Heads, Australia.
Heads it is. What are you going to do, Ricky?
We're going to have a bat again. Its wicket looks pretty good again, and it seemed to work for us well up in Durham to set a target, so we'll do that again today.
OK, and what about your side for today?
We just got the one change from the last couple of games. Michael Clark's back in, and at Shane Watson's expense, so we've got a pretty strong, pretty good side out in the field today.
You've got some decent memories of this ground, although they're not recent memories. The World Cup semi-final a while ago. Yeah,
that was obviously a great memory for us. We've had some mixed memories, I guess, here with Test cricket and one-day results over the last 10 or 15 years. But that's all forgotten about today. We've got a nice, fresh game to start today, and hopefully we can perform well.
The team where you want it to be at this stage in the competition?
Oh, we're getting closer. I think we said at the start we just wanted to win enough games to get ourselves into the final, and we'll go from there. And I think we've steadily improved along the way. So hopefully today's just another stepping stone.
Best of luck today, Ricky.
Thanks, mate.
Michael, it's good to see you back in the side, and captain, you fully fit?
Yeah, I am. It's good to be back. Obviously, we're just looking for a good performance. Chase some delights later on, so I have to restrict them to a good target this afternoon, as I say, chase it later on. Yeah,
do you think England have taken their foot off the pedal in the last couple of games?
I wouldn't say that at all. It's just that Australia played well last Thursday. We played reasonably well against Bangladesh on Sunday, but this is the important one now. That's all in the past, and we've just got to look towards this game and then obviously the final on Saturday now.
What about your team today? Obviously you're in for Vikram. There's one other change, isn't there?
Yeah, Goffey comes back in for Tremlett, so he misses out, but we're at full strength, so it's a good sign. As I said, we must put a good performance in today. It is a rehearsal for the Saturday final, but this is a very important game for both teams.
Of course, you've got great memories of this ground only 8 months ago.
Yeah, we played well in that game, and we chased down then, so looking to do the same today.
Michael, thanks very much. Have a good game.
Thank you.
Australia then have won the toss here, and they're going to bat first.
It's very, very comfortable now. It's sunny, it's bright, it's going to be a full house. But they're saying there might well be a strong chance of thunderstorms later on. We can't worry about that now. You would never believe it. And let's be fair, it wouldn't be the first time that our weathermen have got it wrong, would it be? Anyway, the pitch. Let's have a look at this. Typical Edgbaston wicket, not a lot of grass. A few cracks there already, but it feels quite dry to me. Drier than you'd normally start a game here. So I think it could well be a big advantage to the Australians to have first use on this wicket. I think later, as the game goes on, I know it's only a one-day game, but I think it'll get slower and the bounce will get lower as the game goes on. England, they've got it all to do. If there is anything on the pitch, they might get a little bit with the new white ball. They've got to make that count, because after that, this is a quick outfield, and this wicket will be its best in the first innings.
Quick reminder of the teams today. Australia have won the toss and will bat first. Gilchrist, Hayden, Ponting, Martin, Clark. Michael Clark's back in after that back injury. Simons, Hussey, Hogg, Lee, Gillespie, McGrath. And England, what they all reckon is full strength as well. Skothic, Strauss, Vaughan fit again after that groin injury. Peterson slips up to 4, it seems, in the batting order at the moment. Flintoff 5, Collingwood 6. And Geraint Jones, Ashley Giles, Darren Gough, Simon Jones and Steve Harmiston.
Darren Gough from the city end of this famous Edgbaston Stadium. 2 slips in position. That's Trescothick at first and Flintoff at second. Hit very hard indeed to cover. Andrew Strauss there. That's smashed away by Gilchrist, and that's away behind square for 4 runs. Gilchrist's got the bit between his teeth very early indeed.
Well, the heavyweights are out there in the bull ring, Birmingham. All the sparring has been done. As Bob Willis says, both teams at full strength today.
That's away for 4 past Giles. Expensive start by Gough.
Oh, it's kicked off as this series. You can tell, as Bob Willis is saying, that the atmosphere is supercharged out there at Edgbaston. You could tell all the prelims before the game certainly revved up this series. They're talking about dress rehearsal, not a bit of it for the final. This is a one-day international, and these two are sparring again, England, Australia, on a beautiful day, and it looks to be a good pitch.
It's a poor throw, and it's away for overthrows. Gough's not happy about that. Peterson, the fielder, initially, it was an appalling throw from him. And from the very first over, Australia have reached 14.
Well, it usually sets the tone as well. 14 without loss off the first over ball by Darren Gough. Peterson picks up wayward throw miles away. Two fielders desperately trying to back up.
Oh, that's smacked away through straight mid-wicket. Here's another boundary for Australia. They're racing along here.
Looks to be a good toss to win this. I don't think they'd have hesitated at all. Ricky Ponting is saying, yeah, we'll have a bat first. Take advantage, get runs on the board.
Oh, straight where the slip had just been moved from. 4 more. Philosophical look from Michael Vaughan. He's seen it all before. These things happen in one-day cricket. Need extra fielders, that's all, when the batsmen are as good as these two.
But you can get too clever, can't you? They've tinkered around with the field. We're only into the 3rd over. They've had slips, they've had no slips. It may change again now as Trescothick comes finer. It's 4.
Absolutely magnificent. There have been some fine shots already today. That's the pick of the bunch. 27 for no wicket.
And England being pushed back. Just look at that score. 3 overs have been bowled. 27 without loss. Australia seizing the initiative, setting the tone.
Slow ball from Harmison. It's past Giles. I think a quicker fielder might have cut that off. And they're going to get through for 3. That's fantastic running. There's some glove there. What's Billy Bowden going to say? He shakes his head. Harmison's not happy. 34 for no wicket.
Always very difficult for an umpire at this sort of pace if it's a glove down the leg side, and he's asked him there. Bowden said he doesn't know, maybe off the hip. What do you think? Yeah, I think that's an excellent decision. It's come off his backside.
Big nick this time. That's a very fine double act from the Jones. Planned and executed.
Set up and delivered. Now this is perfect. Go on, have a little dart at that, and it's a little bit too close. Jones in tandem do the business for England. They've got the first wicket, and it's a dangerous wicket. Adam Gilchrist has gone for 19, and Australia losing the first wicket. 34 for 1.
There's 28 runs in this series so far for the Australian captain Ricky Ponting. Just made a single at Cardiff against Bangladesh, a duck against England at Bristol, and 27 against England at Durham. Well, the thought was there from Simon Jones. That has been the failing for Ricky Ponting in this series. He's been falling over to the offside. Real candidate for LBW early on.
Well, it's terrific when a plan works, and that is well executed, particularly from Simon Jones around the wicket. Bowls a perfect length, gets the forcing shot from Gilchrist slightly away from his body. They'll have talked about it, and they're thrilled, absolutely thrilled that it's a plan that has worked.
Well, that wasn't intentional from Jones. He apologises, but Hayden's not impressed with that. 35 for 1.
Well, I said it has kicked off earlier. Umpire Bowden's in. He apologised immediately. A big reaction from Hayden. He is a big guy. Hayden has plenty to say, whether with a bat or as a fielder. Jones, did he need to do it? We'll talk about that later. Apology immediately. Head to head, toe to toe, face to face. I'm sorry, mate. He's having nothing of it.
Giles will just cut this off, leaving Strauss to do the throwing. Ponting off the mark with 3.
Great shot from Ponting. It's too far leg side. The idea was right from Jones to get the ball up, but it had to be straighter than that.
Yeah, he's looking to get it off stump, with an off. This is, unfortunately, he's not there. This is leg stump, maybe even going down. And that. It's milk and honey. Ponting, thank you very much.
Oh, close to being out. Yes! Trapped in front. Hayden has got to go. He doesn't like it. But David Shepherd is dead right with that one. Jones has trapped Hayden. LBW. Hayden can shake his head all he likes. He's got to go and sit down in the pavilion.
Well, this looks very good first up to me. Oh, that is absolutely plumb. That's as plumb as you like. I don't know whether he's whinging because he's got out to Simon Jones. Well, whatever happened earlier, Jones has had the last say. Hayden's gone, he's gone for 14, it's 46 for 2.
Damien Martin's in and on strike now. Look at the fall of Hayden again. Maybe he was just shaking his head at being trapped in front there, not getting the stride big enough. Oh, flick that away. I don't know whether it was boot or bat, but the 50's up and run signalled. Just a touch wayward from Harmison.
Well, you know he's trying. He got him LBW to Bristol, Ponting with a full ball. That's what he was trying, just didn't quite get it right.
Got hold of that one, Ponting. Oh, Jones has run past him, and he knows it. Having got there, he should really have stopped that.
There's no doubt about that at all. If you get there, goes after it. He's not in control. Could have gone anywhere. Simon Jones comes sprinting around, gets there, and then he doesn't. Oh, you won't enjoy watching the replays of that. Norval Steve Armisen.
It's become an expensive over now. 10 so far off this. I think we can make that 14. The full toss. Rocketed away through straight mid-on. 60 for 2.
Well,
that's a great way to get off the mark. Neither forward nor back really by Damien Martin, but straight out of the middle of the bat.
I bet there's very little foot movement either to the great eye, but it does give you a chance in this area. Stand and deliver.
Up and over. It's the Martin special, and this time he gets 4. He doesn't find the fielder down at third man.
There's that hand-eye coordination. Very well played. Very well put away.
Be fine there. Just tucking it off his legs for 2.
That won't help his demeanour at all. It's a beautiful shot. That was just pure timing.
Welcome back into the attack, Darren Gough. Beautiful timing from Damien Martin. Great strength through that point cover area, just leans on the ball. He's got lovely timing. He's in good nick this series so far. He's been one of the form players for Australia. As the field changes and fine legs coming up, And deep cover's gone out. Last over the field restrictions.
Martin immediately looks towards the leg side and picks up another 2.
Edged and gone. Flintoff has been bowling well.
Well, good work, Andrew Flintoff. Good work, Ashley Giles, building the pressure with a maiden. The ball before, there's some bounce there. Might have just hit a crack and bounced. It was a good delivery. Ricky Ponting still struggling for a little bit of form. He's gone for 34. Australia 95 for 3.
Got 73 in 81 deliveries at Chester Street, Andrew Simons. Have a look at that strike rate. Been doing a bit with the ball as well. Certainly has made a big difference to this Australian team since his return.
It's a good delivery from Flintoff. It was never there to drive. It was a poor shot. It wasn't a half volley, but watch the bounce. There is some uneven bounce there. It just goes up on Ricky Ponting, but it was never a half volley. He'll know it was a one-day shot. Andrew Flintoff again gets the key wicket of the Australian captain.
There he goes. Found the gap on the onside. Not too sure this is the right move here for Michael Vaughan.
Well, it was always going to be the case. Martin's been struggling with Giles. He sees the part-time spin come on. He targets the short boundary.
That's gone. That's gone a long way.
Well, exactly in that area. That's why international cricketers are so good. They target players, they target the short boundary, they hit with the spin, and they hit it for 6. Clever batting, Andrew Simons. Miss hit, 6 runs. Thank you.
That should just be a single, but a very good over that for Australia. 13 runs from it, 118 for 3. Long way to go in this Australian innings. Still all of 23 overs to go. They've had a few good overs, Australia, but some pretty poor ones as well. Caught, just about. I'm not sure Damian Martin is convinced. He's hanging around. And of course that will mean that the umpires will have a chat. Umpires getting together. Now what did you see, Billy? He has been given out. Billy has confirmed that the catch has been taken. You can only refer the catches to the television replay umpire if both umpires have been on-sighted. That wasn't the case here.
Well, let's have a look. How close? Wow. I'm sure we're going to have another couple of looks at that at least. Damien Martin has gone for 36. Australia 123 for 4.
Beautiful Yorker from Steve Harmison to end the over. 123 for 4, Australia.
Well, I think Damien Martin was very unfortunate. He has been out like this before, caught down at third man at Bristol, but I think he's unlucky here. I think the umpire should have gone to the third umpire. I think that ball there is touching the grass. I believe he would still be batting. Goff.
Still smiling, Darren Gough. Andrew Strauss chasing after this one. Comfortable 2. 5 off that over, 128 now for 4. England employing a close catcher. It's flown through to Jones. This is impressive stuff from Harmison. Brought back after that rogue over from Michael Vaughan, which didn't work out for England. This really is a ding-dong battle between these two old enemies.
Were you a little surprised that Michael Vaughan chose to go that route at that stage?
I was, actually, Ian, yes. Simons can miss-hit part-time spinners out of the ground. Slower ball from Harmison. Simons making sure he got between the ball and the stumps. Collingwood's fired up too. Talk about doubling the 30 over score, so that would get Australia up to 258. That may not be enough, although England will have to bat under the floodlights eventually.
I think 260 would be a par score on here. Good running again. Simons determined to turn that into 2. The way they started, Bob, and the way that things were going, I think you've got to give credit to the England bowlers. I think they pegged it back really well. Right, while this man's at the crease, things can change quickly.
Not a specialist batsman in the Australian lineup today, remember. Scotland stops the single, does well there. Simons looking to get it fine of to Scothick. Leg by, taking extras to only 7. 4 wides and 3 leg bys. Not a no ball to be seen so far today. Giles isn't happy. He had to go around the roundabout, called Andrew Simons to try and field that ball.
There's nothing wrong with this. Simons just stands his ground. He's entitled to do that. Giles not happy, but he knows there's nothing wrong. They'll only be 1 this time.
To Scothick going out to long on. Peterson coming in to a run-saving position at mid-wicket. Vaughan's at short fine leg now. That's very firmly hit. Flintoff herring across there. Gets the dive out, but it's all in vain. That was a good shot.
So powerful, Andrew Simons. That's why he's so dangerous. He digs this out almost. It's just about Yorker length. He just digs it out. It's at the bottom of the bat. And that's power.
It's the first boundary that Ashley Giles has conceded. Well, Simons has missed the boat there. He's going to pick up 2. He may have missed out on 4 other runs there. It's a juicy delivery to hit for 6 over the leg side. Well, that's gone away through extra cover. It'll go over the boundary for 4. And the first no ball of this innings. extremely hard.
It was. It's 1-0 into the goalkeeper's hands.
Simons on to 32. 2 boundary fours and a 6. Away fine, that'll get to the boundary as well. Another questionable bowling change here from Michael Vaughan. Ian Botham was suggesting that Harmison should have been kept on and perhaps bowled out for his full 10 overs at that stage. Match swinging first one way, then the other. Run rate back over 4.5. Once again, Simons farms the strike. 154 for 4. Crunch may come for Michael Vaughan when Ashley Giles has bowled his 10 overs. He's got 3 to go. He's in action over the wicket as usual to the right-handers from the city end of this Edgbaston ground. Away through straight mid-wicket, the power of Simons taking that easily over the rope.
We were talking about that ball he hit for 2, which is a low full toss. He premeditated the sweep. This time he hasn't. He's attacked this. Picks up 4. Could easily have been 6. Placed very well.
Goes offside this time. Goff's there. Trusty boots on it.
Hold on.
And Goff does well, gets rid of that ball quickly, limits them to 2.
Pulled away through mid-wicket, all the way for 4. Hussey again, he looks uncomplicated at the crease, classy player.
Well, that's why I like the look of him, to be honest. Simons, don't need anyone putting pressure on Simons, and since he's come in, he's looked so busy. He's taken ones off the good ball, and the moment you bowl him a bad ball, he's hit it for 4. 11 of 13 deliveries. He's taking the pressure off Simons. Look how busy he is at the crease. Exactly what you need in your middle order. One of the quickest runners in the world. Simons will love to see that at the other end. Clark's in next. He's busy. He's quick between the wickets. No one to sort of halt the progress at the moment.
Will push for 2, an immediate call. It's a comfortable 2 in the end. Andrew Strauss does the clearing up there. Andy Simons moves on to 50. Useful, more than useful innings from the big fella. 177 for 4.
Well played, Andrew Simons. 2 man of the match awards in his last 2 games, and he's off again. Runs, wickets.
Lamped over mid-wicket, all the way. I'm not sure that that's not gone for 6, but it's been signalled as a 4 by David Shepherd. He should know. He's been at it a long, long time.
Well, I think it actually hit the advertising rope, as they call it now. Let's have a look. No, just falls short.
In the air, in a big vacant area. There's nobody moving, England fielders-wise. Billy Bowden, here we go, Billy, right to the very top. It's 6 to finish the over, 196 for 4.
Well, what a shot that was. That was absolute power. That was brute strength. It was a bouncer. He'd come 2 yards down the pitch. Hit it at the top of the bounce. Front of square, over mid-wicket for 6.
Pulled away again. Michael Hussey this time, 200 on the board. Australia going very, very well.
Quiet crowd signifies problems for England. 200 up, nearly 11 overs left, and a crazy half hour for Hussey and Simons. Anything short has been dispatched. That is class batting.
Down the ground, slap down the ground. Don't bother at mid-off. It's such a short boundary straight there.
Just got it short of a Yorker. Slower ball. It's hit hard, it's hit flat. The moment it left the bat, even with a long off, you knew it was going for 4.
England are leaking boundaries.
Yes.
Coming back for the second, there's going to be a mix-up here. Someone is going to be out. Not too sure if when the wicket was broken at the striker's end that someone wasn't in. They have decided to take the bails off at the non-striker's end. Now someone is out.
Very, very good piece of fielding by Collingwood. A mix-up between Andrew Simons and Michael Hussey. Well out. Interesting to see the ruling there. But Mike Hussey's the man to go. 37 off 36.
Well, there's a bit of confusion out there as to exactly who is out. The umpires are asking for a replay of this. The ball has hit the stumps. None of the two are in. Which one is closer to the striker's end? That's the man that's out. And that picture tells us it's Andrew Simons that's closest to the striker's end. He grounds, he's out of his crease. Both of them are out of their crease. And they have decided that Andrew Simons is the man that's out. So Mike Hussey has to return, and that's the right decision.
Michael Clark. Very good player coming in. They would love to have Andrew Simons still there.
What I don't quite understand with Andrew Simons is that he has decided that he's not running. He's not going anywhere. So why doesn't he get inside his crease? He's standing outside of his crease watching proceedings. He's not running. He has perhaps said no. So why stand outside of the crease if you're not running? That's a good shot. That will go all the way. Not a bad over that for Australia. 8 runs coming from it. 232 for 5. Edged and caught. That's the end of Michael Clark.
Gets it right. Low catch. Jones. Michael Clark parts for 3. Call the wicket. 234 for 6. Pointless appeal. Bradley Hogg. High score against England. You're looking to noodle it around and give Mike Hussey the strike, which is his job in these last few overs.
Gets a single off the mark and also making sure Hussey is on strike.
Anderson back in. Slow ball, and there we go, he's out. He walks. Big drive from Mike Hussey. And well taken again by Darren Jones.
They need wickets at this stage, England, just to make sure that Australia don't keep on going at 6-7 runs and over. And that was a big wicket. Mike Hussey, better than a runner ball in his innings. It's 236%.
Brett Lee comes into the wicket. Well, Australia have gone from 224 for 4 to all of a sudden 236 for 7. They've lost 3 for 12 in 15 balls in this game's turned around.
It's gone very fine. Not quite where Darren Gough was hoping.
He tickles around the corner. And his fine leg's quite square. Very, very good shot from Brett Lee.
Straight through. Michael Vaughan at extra cover.
Here we go. Brett Lee cover drives. Michael Vaughan. I've seen him drop a few of those over his career. He hasn't got the best hands in the business. In fact, sometimes I think his hands are painted on when he's in the field.
Edgbaston gone again. Darren Gough gets another. As usual, he's very good at the end, Darren Gough.
Bradley Hogg departs for 242 for 8. Well, a few overs ago, Jason Gillespie wouldn't have thought he was going to get a hit in this innings, and now Australia are going to struggle to bat out their overs. These two can bat.
That's a good shot. Found the gap on the onside, and that brings up the 250 for Australia.
Down Gough, down the leg side as well, picked up from Brett Lee. Behind square, very, very good shot.
That's gone straight down Peterson's throat. No doubt about that catch.
Gough, it's come back really well. Jason Gillespie, no need for that. Brett Lee can hit the ball further than Jason. Catch well taken by Kevin Peterson, that man. Jason Gillespie departs for 1, scored 254 for 9.
That's going all the way. And Gough with that touch, disappointed by that last delivery. His last delivery of the day. The score moves on to 258 for 9 with 1 over to go.
Another good shot from Brett Lee through mid-wicket. Not his strength through there, but he's hit that and timed that beautifully.
Okay. Here we go. He didn't swing as hard as he could, but he managed to squeeze out a single. Another Yorker, another well-bowled delivery from Andrew Flintoff. So 261 for 9, Australia, when it seemed as if they would have been getting quite a few more than that. Michael Vaughan should be happy with that. England should be happy with that. Just 56 runs coming from the last 10 overs for Australia, and they lost all of 5 wickets. And in the last 5 overs, 25 runs for 3 wickets. That's the Australia batting card. Again, so many batsmen got starts and none of them really carried on. Andrew Symonds getting out at the wrong time. Needed to stay there for the entire 50 overs. They would have gotten a big score if he did.
Bowling figures for England. Darren Gough expensive today, but got 3 wickets. Simon Jones, those 2 wickets at the start of the innings, which were important. And Steve Harmison, again, the pick of the bowlers. 10 overs, 1 maiden, 2 for 38.
Here comes Brett Lee.
I hope, Paul,
we get a full game in. It's 261 is about par on this surface. I think it could be cracking evening ahead. Weather looks slightly inclement, to say the least. It's coming from the right direction. And the other things, it's storm. Some umpires don't like to stay on in stormy conditions. I believe they'll be off pretty soon.
Well, England are off for their second delivery. Just one down to fine leg for Trescothick. A little bit of swing for Brett Lee. Flicked away. Fine leg is very square. I think I may have done McGrath a misservice there. All sorts of problems here. There's a collision between Trescothick and Lee, purely accidental as Trescothick tried to get round Lee. There's one or two boos in the crowd, but there's nothing intentional there.
Well, the England captain, he sees the funny side of it. Good reaction from Trescothick as well. None of the histrionics of Matthew Hayden. Just an apology to each other. Gets on with it. Would that been out, Paul, if they'd carried on and hit the stumps?
Well, I think it would. It was an unintentional collision and it was an accident, but he was out of his ground if the ball had hit. May have been that the fielding captain would have said, look, hang on, we're not, we'll have you back. Don't know whether Ricky Ponting would have done that or not.
There you see the collision. Apology. Trescothick took it well, unlike earlier in the...
A clap of thunder from away behind us here. Pretty resonant crack off the bat then as well.
Okay, there's thunder around the ground. There's a storm 5 miles away. The lights are coming down. Brett Lee steaming in, bowling at 90 miles an hour. Marcus Trescothick takes all that into account. Smacks it through the covers for 4.
All the lights have come down to probably half their normal height. Billy's a nervous character at the best of times, and there's thunder and lightning flashing around. He's like a cat on a hot tin roof. Shep looks pretty phlegmatic about it all.
It's not a great sign as well when the umpire's opening his eyes wide. Just about to face Brett Lee.
Quick ball. Dark clouds, half your floodlights. Umpire not being able to see. Do you want to be out there with your bat in your hand?
Does look a bit nervous.
Been known to go off in sunshine as Billy Bowden. Christchurch, I think you were playing. You were playing. Something to do with shadows, I think, NASA. Another pretty vicious delivery. Not being called as either 1 or 2 for the over here.
Well, this weather's a shame because this is classic cricket. Some of this stuff we've seen today, the confrontation, the pace, ebb and flow of this game. Aussies on top, England on top, Australia again, and then England in the last 10 overs of the Australian innings. Really will be a shame if everyone goes off now.
Grunt of extra effort from Brett Lee. 5 off the over, 8 without loss. tidy start from Liam McGrath. Everybody's looking skywards here. It's getting darker by the second. McGrath right on the spot from first ball. This is his first over. Tucked away those two balls. Good finish. Well, we didn't think it'd be long. Umpires have decided that got to take the players off the field. The lights are at half-mast and it is getting darker and darker. There's lightning all around, there's rain in the air. I think there's a storm approaching and the umpires have done exactly the right thing. Don't want players out in the middle when there's thunder and lightning about, and it's going to be especially heavy, we feel, as well, this rain when it comes. So the ground staff, with a bit of luck, can get all the covers on before the major rain appears. That's away to the east, not too clever over there either. But England have started their pursuit of the Australian total of 261. They've got to 8 without loss from 3 overs. Trescothick is 6 and Strauss is 2.
Well, 3 excellent overs from the Australians. Pace from Brett Lee, 2 overs for 6, just the 1 boundary. The metronomic accuracy of Glenn McGrath, 1 over for 2 runs.
261 for 9 then, Australia, from their 50 overs. England in pursuit, 8 for none after 3 overs. Rain, bad light, lightning and thunder have stopped play.
Fasten your seatbelts. This is going to be lively stuff. Strauss and Trescothick out in the middle. They have to score at 6.4 runs and over from here. They've got all 10 wickets in hand. The revised target, 200 runs from 33 overs. England have had 3 of those 33 overs, so another 30 overs to score another 192 runs. Andrew Strauss resumes with his individual score on 2. Marcus Trescothick has 6. McGrath has bowled 1 over. Brett Lee has bowled 2 overs. 2 bowlers can bowl 6 overs in total. 3 bowlers can bowl 7 overs maximum. And for 9 overs of this 33 over match, the fielding restrictions will apply. Hope you've managed to digest all that. It's going to be Glenn McGrath from the pavilion end. So Ricky Ponting still has to have 2 close catches for another 6 overs. They're a slip and a short extra cover at the moment. Third man, there's a very square long leg. Mid-wicket in front of square, mid-on. And 3 men saving a single in the covers. McGrath, Gillespie and Lee were all out getting warmed up as soon as the ground was fit enough. Darren Lehman's alongside me. This should be exciting stuff, Darren.
It will be exciting, Bob. The interesting thing, will the ball zip around now under full lights? It's going to be very interesting. If it's going to zip around, McGrath will make it happen from ball 1. But the best thing about this is we're going to see some fireworks. They've only got 6 overs left to make the most of the fielding restrictions. Lovely shot from Andrew Strauss. Intentions clear, bit wide, backward at point for 4. Lovely shot, great start for England.
Well, most of this capacity crowd have stayed behind. Some have taken shelter, some have gone home, but a lot of them are still in the ground. And they're going to be very, very noisy. They'll be cheering every English run, and there are 4 of them. Half volley from McGrath, but straight to Simons at cover. He'll think he's missed the boat there.
Bob, the interesting thing, you being a bowler, what's it like holding the ball for the quicks? As soon as it goes in the outfield, it'll be a bit slippery. You know, as a fast bowler, is it harder to hit a length? Will it slip out of the hand a bit easier?
Yeah, it gets worse the older the ball gets. If the ball's still got its natural shine on, the manufacturer's gloss, it's not too bad, but as soon as that goes, it's a nightmare. Beautiful shot again from Strauss, this time through mid-wicket. That'll get the ball soaking wet as well. Double whammy for Australia.
Traction full on his pads. That's his strength, Andrew Strauss. Times it beautifully through mid-wicket. Lovely stroke. 2 good strokes to start the over, one through backward point and one through mid-wicket.
Glenn McGrath not used to that treatment. His economy rate for his career under 4 runs and over. He's already gone for 8 from 4 balls. Strauss allows himself the luxury of a leave outside the off stump. It'll be good practice for the test matches later on. Not sure it's appropriate in a 33 over game. Well, they've waited patiently through that thunderstorm. There's a bit more cover at Edgbaston than there used to be. A lot of these soles will be wet on the outside and wet on the inside. Chase for Simons. That's away past him, and a third boundary in the over. 20 for no wicket.
Have a look at these shots from Andrew Strauss. Lovely timing there. Through point, Andrew Simons can't chase that. Outfield still very quick, which is interesting. Still got a no ball.
And 4 more. The field is stranded inside the circle, and Strauss taking full toll. .24 without loss.
Lovely strokes through mid-wicket. That's his strength. Timed that one beautifully through point. Andrew Simons couldn't get that. Another lovely shot. Very, very good over for England, that. 17 off it.
With the no ball, 25 for no wicket. That's got everybody back in their seats. England fans are singing now. What's Brett Lee going to have to say about this? Slip and a 4th slip. Hayden at first, Ponting at 4th slip. Those are the 2 close catches. No cover for Lee. Orthodox third man and long leg. Lee round the wicket. Just struggling to pick that up first thing. Those floodlight pylons, which are on big hoists, had to come down during the lightning. Ponting's come out, he's gone square of the wicket catching. 15 yards from the bat. Lee round the wicket.
Good pace. He's obviously decided to hit the deck to Marcus Trescothick. It's wham bam, thank you man, this sort of cricket, Bob. It's excellent to watch. Glenn McGrath got it wrong last over. Brett Lee started very well. 2 dot balls. They're going to have to keep them nice and tight until the 9 over mark when the restrictions loosen. Andrew Strauss, a perfect start when you come back. 4 fours in and over, and that rate has already come down to 6.1.
There's another stunning Brett Lee Yorker. But Trescothick is going to get back for 2. Gillespie doing the fielding. Everything going England's way so far. And as you say, Darren, that run rate down to a run a ball with 10 wickets in hand. England should be hot favourites here.
Yeah, I think they will be now. It's been a good start. That's the sort of start you need from your openers, just to take the pressure off the middle order. The field's still up, so they can afford to play some shots. We saw Marcus Trescothick well back in his crease for Brett Lee, so he's bowling quick. Must be hard to pick up. Quick single. Augusty has a shot at stumps. Gets in the way of that. Good quick single. These two run well together. That's what you have to do in this situation. If you can't get a boundary, get a one somehow.
This pair will be looking to score from every ball now. Each defensive shot, they'll be looking to angle it away into a gap so they can run those singles. Strauss has already raced on to 18. In the air, but it's safe. It's away through the covers. Martin will win the race for this one, but it's rolled away. Simons backing up. I don't think the ball did eventually hit the rope. Billy Bowden will ask the opinion of the third umpire, Jeremy Lloyds. Now the ball there rolling towards the rope, but Simons is down. No problem for the fielding side there. 3 more to Strauss, however. The rate required now, exactly a runner ball for 169 balls.
That was quick. Down the fine leg. Only one for Marcus Trescothick. Over bowled. 32 for no loss.
Ponting absolutely mirroring Vaughan's tactics against Hayden, but it's Trescothick of England on strike. A slip and a very straight short mid-off position. England's bowlers use that short delivery well. It's quite a weapon in one-day cricket, isn't it, Darren?
Yeah, it certainly is, as Marcus Trescothick just shimmied down the wicket. Once again, he likes to do that to Glenn McGrath. He did it. A little step down the wicket. Glenn McGrath picked it. Very good bouncer. He will do this to Glenn McGrath a lot, though. He likes to take Glenn McGrath on. He feels he's got his measure, and the fact that he can hit it over the infield. And the third man for single, well fielded by Brett Lee. Yes, the interesting thing with all this is Andrew Strauss is 21 off 14 balls and Marcus Trescothick 11 off 19. So out of the two of them, you would think that Trescothick would be scoring faster, but Andrew Strauss, 4 fours and over, certainly help. And he's played very well for England at the start of this innings.
Few drops of rain in the air again. These thunderstorms are very localised indeed. Just be on the edge of another one here. So keep your fingers crossed that we don't get the full force of another thunderstorm. England have to bat for 20 full overs for this to be a cricket match. There are no wickets down after 20 overs. Their score by the Duckworth-Lewis method needs to be 101. It's a long way off yet. This is just the 6th over of a rescheduled 33.
Well, at this rate, there'll be more than 100, 101 after 20, Bob. It's starting to rain a little bit heavier. Chips out, tries to hit the leg side, goes over the offside for 4 more. McGrath won't be very happy with that at all. Chatting to himself, it's a very angry pitch. Here we go. Tries to hit it through the leg side, leading edge, which happens to go for 4. And your luck's with you, certainly with you.
This is straight to Gillespie at mid-on, so Strauss goes from the last ball of that 6th over. England lose their first wicket with a total on 37. Strauss caught by Jason Gillespie off Glenn McGrath for 25. Well, you can see the heavy rain coming down. 37 for 1. Michael Vaughan already striding out, but David Shepherd and Billy Bowden together. The rain is pouring down again. I think the umpires are going to have to get this pitch covered up to be fair to England's chances in case of further play. And the umpires say that the rain is too hard. Well, what a great pity for this massive crowd here at Edgbaston and for all you at home. A long delay for the thunderstorm. Players went off the field a long while ago, originally at 6:57 after just 13 minutes play. But play suspended once again here at Edgbaston. England 37 for 1 after 6 overs. Strauss dismissed for 25. Trescothick 11 not out, and Michael Vaughan yet to take guard.
Well, we're back now with live pictures from Birmingham, this county ground at Edgbaston. Just a few minutes ago, the umpires had yet another look outside and decided that this was now a forlorn cause. So handshakes all round in the dressing rooms. It means it's match abandoned, 3 points each. Not that makes an awful lot of difference to who'd be in the final on Saturday. It was already established.